banks of the Ohio River, there's a look at what's now known as Paycor Stadium here in Cincinnati. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Baltimore Ravens and the Cincinnati Bengals. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And we are underway from Cincinnati. A short kick taken at the 18. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
Here we go.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. Well, this defense for the Ravens, they were excellent a week ago in the win over Pittsburgh.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there. And they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Burrow hooking up with Higgins for a Bengal first down. The Bengals at 9-7 now on the year. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Here we go.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
11, 11. 11 MT, paint. 11 MT.
And they go play action now. Burrow flushed out right. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. This, the second meeting of these two teams. You might recall they met back in Week 5. And it was the visiting Bengals who came away with a victory in that one. So they'll look to take the season series now here at home in Cincinnati. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
11, Thomas.
Off the play fake, here's Burrow. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
On one, ready? 12, 12, 12.
Burrow going for it on 4th. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And this defense holds firm here on the opening drive of the night.
Forward.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Jackson's throws on target to Duvernay. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of the defense.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Jackson to throw. His throw incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now it's Jackson. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1.
And that's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoid.
And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Ravens put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. Tucker with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. A short kick taken at the 18. The Bengals drive about to get going. As this offense gets ready here for this drive charge, you still wonder about that prior drive. Went for it on 4th down in their own territory, didn't get it, and then that led to a touchdown on the other side.
And I don't mind the aggressiveness. In fact, I'm usually a huge fan of it, but I just want teams to always weigh risk and reward. To me, too early in this game because the reward just wasn't big enough to go for it there in case they failed. Now the pressure back on their offense to pick themselves up, and they gave the touchdown that was just given up.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
Even in today's NFL, when we think of the tight end position now as really a glorified wide receiver, we're still asking a lot of those guys. They have to block as well, and every now and then they don't come down with the football.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
11 mighty.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And the catch made, it's Tyler Boyd. And he's going to have the Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Mixon with a first down carry. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 38-yard line. Mixing up the middle. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
11 MT. 11 MT. 12.
Here's Burrow. Boyd's the target, and he has it over the middle. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 27-yard line.
11 MT tank. 11 MT tank.
Burrow looking to pass. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Gun.
So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
11, Thomas.
Another try after the first down sack. Burrow. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
11, Thomas.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Throw right side, pulled in by Higgins. And he'll get nothing there. Stopped right at the line as that will wind us down to the end of this first quarter of play.
Here we go. MT, take 11, 12, 12, 12. 11.
Fourth down. Here's Joe Burrow. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing, and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on first down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
From the 40 now on second down. Jackson, the Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. On third down, Jackson. And he's got his tight end. That's Andrews. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds it for the first down.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. But following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Now Jackson slings it to Andrews, and it's complete. The tight end has it. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Third and 2. Here's Jackson. Yet again, targeting and fighting Mark Andrews. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Well, they only needed a small gain on third down. They end up getting over 30 yards.
Well, dialing up that play call certainly meant that he grabbed a little extra shot of courage on that one, because normally on 3rd and short, you're just trying to move the sticks, get the ball just past that line of scrimmage. Instead, they take the big shot downfield, and it pays off.
Got his tight end. That's complete. That's Andrews. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his big catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. From the 7, it's 2nd and 5. Again, Jackson. That's into a crowd and intercepted. And the Bengals are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line.
Partner, there's no other way you can describe it, because that was absolutely just gut-wrenching for that offense. They were right on the precipice. Points were available. All they had to do was just fall forward, and they were going to put them up on the board. Instead, a long drive ends in heartbreak and a melancholy trip back to the drawing board. How you like it when I go a little bit lyrical for you?
They begin with a run by Mixon. And able to get it across the 10 to the 15.
Here we go. 11 mighty. 11 empty. 11 empty.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Mighty. 12. 11.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Burrow. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Give him 17 and a Cincinnati 1st down.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
11 empty. They gotta go.
1st down. Here's Burrow. And that one complete once again to Higgins. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
I don't care what sport you're playing. Everyone likes to build up a little momentum, don't they? And look at this, back-to-back completions to the big target at tight end.
That one not as profitable as the other, but still a decent gain.
What's your shirt? 11 Thomas. 12. 11. 11 mighty.
Throwing again, it's Burrow. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. Well, no surprise to see that one, partner. The league's #1 defense coming through with a huge pick 6.
And it's plays like that one that have made them the most feared group to face this year. Offenses, they're trying to figure out how to work around them rather than work through them. Big-time impact playmakers scattered throughout the unit on every level, and they can change a game at a moment's notice.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This one fielded at the 5. And he's going to be out of bounds on the return. Not a great return. They'll start back around the 17. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned they're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Burrow on play action. Open man is Higgins. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a third and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Off the play fake, here's Burrow. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
Here we go.
So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a third and long after that sack we just saw. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Well, Charles, this has been something to watch so far. This is where you really feel for a quarterback. He's been running for his life in this first half.
Brandon, that's 5 sacks already, so you know he's got to be saying, can we get some more guys in here to block, please? Because if we don't, we're going to need another quarterback.
Very good return that time. 18 yards. And control of the football, switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And with a 14-0 lead, they may just try to get this to the locker room.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. From the 41, Jackson. And that is incomplete.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Jackson. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Rashad Bateman in the final seconds of the first half. And the Ravens will extend their lead here just before halftime. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now 21-0.
Bengals, Justin Tucker in the kickoff for Baltimore.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Ravens out in front. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Go.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. That's going to be caught. It's James Prochet. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. And with a play clock at 3, we'll get a signal and a timeout on the whistle. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Now it's Jackson. That's taken in by Duvernay. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. From just shy of midfield, Jackson. Throw right side is complete to Andrews, his tight end. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. That, I believe, will put him over 100 yards receiving for the game. Yes, it will. And he's got a first down to boot. Here's Jackson to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Jackson will throw again. Throw right side here, taken in by Bateman. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 12-yard line. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
Pretty secure lead, but what's the harm in adding another touchdown, right? At least that's what they were thinking on that snap. But if he wants to add more points, got to bring the throw down just a little bit and keep it in the end zone.
So 2nd and 10, third quarter. Thanks for tagging along with us here from the Queen City of Cincinnati. To throw is Jackson. And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there. His second TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Ravens take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 28-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. A short kick taken at the 18.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. A CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. Let's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is
trying to get it to Chase, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game. But that's something right there. Still in the third quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. A good start to the drive here as that's caught out on the left side. He's got room at the 30. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. I don't think there's anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he could run on the open field. But if there were, he silenced those thoughts there.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And if you're wondering how fast he was going, next-gen stats clocked him at close to 21 miles an hour. And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown. From 17 yards out. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes this 35-0 now.
Justin Tucker in the kickoff for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. A short kick taken at the 18. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
Here we go. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out.
But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw.
They'll drop to throw. A solid run of 11 there as he tucked it and ran, but he's still short of the marker, and it's 4th. They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. Oh, hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now it's Jackson.
That is caught. Rashad Bateman.
And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
Rashad Bateman
With his 2nd touchdown of the night.
And the Ravens get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
Tucker with the extra point, and it is 42-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
A short kick taken at the 18.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
On 1, ready?
The Bengals drive about to get going.
The disparity in this game, it just seems to grow with each possession here, Charles. They are really struggling. They have not put up a single.
And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown.
Well, I mean, you get it. They're trying to make something happen here in this 3rd quarter, CD, but I don't think a pick 6 is exactly what they had in mind.
No, not at all, because this offense, they've been stuck all game long. Haven't dented the scoreboard yet, and they're kind of forced to take a few chances here, and that one, it backfired in a big way.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
A short kick taken at the 18.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially.
On 1, ready?
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Again, it's Mixon. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Now Burrow dumps it off to Mixon.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
The Bengals on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. They're up against a 3rd-and-1 situation.
Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw.
And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Here we go. It's Burrow on 4th down. That's to his running back, complete.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
Here we go.
So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10.
The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter.
11, empty,
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow.
Slant pass to Boyd. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
Here we go.
To throw again on 2nd down.
Burrow. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Here we go.
Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. Here's Burrow. And he'll find Washington. That's complete. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. James Washington, 33 yards.
And the Bengals are finally on the board here in the 4th quarter. The Burrow's going to look to throw for it.
And this is going to be intercepted.
Well, as most teams do in their 2-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you get a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And, Charles, we are in the midst of a very one-sided affair. I think this is where you and I have to fill a little bit. You want to regale us with old stories of your childhood in New Paltz, New York?
I don't think anyone wants to hear that, but this is a perfect time for us to start listing MVP candidates, right? Best teams we've seen so far this year, the best games that we've called thus far, how we anticipate the season unfolding. We can go in so many different directions because the game certainly not taking us there.
Oh, I hear the remotes clicking off right now. On 2nd and 10, Jackson.
Open man is Duvernay.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore 1st down.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
Now Jackson on 1st down.
Throwing quickly for Mark Andrews.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 41. They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
Meanwhile, Jackson's throw is on target to Duvernay.
And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again.
Tell you what, partner, the way he's been slinging it in this one, I think he should be ticketed for a baseball cap and a set of headphones for the next drive. He's been absolutely sensational. But one thing we've both learned about quarterbacks in this league, they often stay on the field longer than you expect.
Now a throw to the end end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL, and it's their job to stop them, whether they're in the game or they're down by a handful of touchdowns.
To throw again on second down. Jackson. This one caught by his tight end, Andrews.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
Well, partner, nothing but praise from me for this offense. They have been tremendous all night long. They knew what they had to do to unlock the defense. And let's face it, this has been a master class in offensive football that we've been here to witness.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. And Jackson throwing once more.
He'll swing this out to Dobbins.
And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there, because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
No, we changed it.
And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
But not much defensive resistance on that drive. And really, Charles, the way this offense has been humming, they haven't faced much defensive resistance the entire game.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say that one team, their defense did not wake up and make it to the stadium for this one. There may be some major changes on that side of the ball when we see them the next time out.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
This one fielded at the 5. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got to sit back, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat.
Gun.
2nd and 9.
Now it's Burrow. Boyd's the target, and he has it over the middle. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 1st down. Here's Burrow.
That's caught one more time by Boyd.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. And Burrow going to throw again. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Boyd. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short. A final shot now for Burrow. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens 30.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance. Well, by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete